Winnipeg has seen its fair share of dark and crazy moments, but when it comes to unsolved crimes, one case still gives people chills to this day. It's weird, it's sad, and honestly, it feels straight out of a horror movie. Let's talk about the disappearance of Thelma Krull. Who was Thelma Krull? Thelma Krull was just a regular 57-year-old woman living in Winnipeg's East Kildonan neighborhood. She loved hiking, walking in the parks, and spending time outdoors. Basically, just living a peaceful life, right? But on the morning of July 11th, 2015, everything changed. Thelma left her house around 8 a.m. to go for her usual morning walk near Chief Pegwis Trail and Gateway Road. She never made it home. And what happened next is one of Winnipeg's biggest mysteries. At first, nobody really panicked. I mean, people disappear all the time for a few hours, right? Maybe she just got lost or went to visit someone. But by that evening, when she still hadn't come back or called anyone, her family knew something was very wrong. The police launched a massive search. They used dogs, helicopters, volunteers. The whole city came together trying to find her. The only real clue, her glasses and cell phone were found on a trail in Civic Park, not far from where she was last seen. But no Thelma, no real evidence of a struggle, nothing. Here's where it gets really unsettling. A few witnesses later told police they saw a man with a heavy build near Thelma that morning. Some said he looked like he was trying to force her into the woods. Others described him as scruffy-looking, maybe indigenous or Hispanic, wearing beige cargo shorts and a dark shirt. The vibe was bad, and yet, even with that information, no arrest was ever made. It's like he just vanished into thin air. Fast forward to 2018, 3 years later. A hunter found human remains in a remote, bushy area about 50 kilometers east of Winnipeg. DNA confirmed it was Thelma, but by then, there were no real leads left. Too much time had passed. The evidence was gone. All they had was a basic theory. Police believe Thelma was abducted during her walk and murdered shortly after, but nobody has ever been charged. No real suspect, no closure for the family, just more questions. It's one thing when something bad happens in a sketchy part of town at 3 a.m., but this happened on a quiet walking trail, in broad daylight, in a nice part of the city. It could have been anyone. And that's what makes it so creepy. The feeling that someone was lurking out there, totally unnoticed, waiting for the right moment. Someone who might still be out there today. Thelma Krull's disappearance shook Winnipeg to its core, and even years later, people still think about it whenever they're out walking alone, because deep down, it reminds you, even the safest places aren't really safe. Until this case is solved, if it ever is, it'll stay one of the city's creepiest unsolved crimes. Stay alert, trust your gut, and remember, it's better to be paranoid than to be a victim.